Arriving at UK 3 years ago, I hadn't touched a drop of alcohol. I'm just an innocent spirit. Now I drink spirits and also a lot of other alcohol, so what's changed me? As a fresher to university, I met my first few friends in the country by going to meet up at a pub, like most university freshers in the UK, by drinking and potentially getting hammered. To add some context, pubs are basically a combination of bar and restaurants, kind of like taverns in fantasy stories. So make sure to visit one if you visit Britain, and just a friendly reminder, they can get very crowded and noisy if there's a ball game. So for the first few days, I refused to taste alcohol because of Chinese saying like speaking the truth after drinking and good men don't touch alcohol, and I'm not ready to expose myself that soon. I was holding my cup of water at the table and occasionally someone will say, "Wow, you are very bold to order a full cup of vodka." Yeah, they look the same. After their request for those days, I finally gave in. That's my first contact with alcohol at an arcade bar after a pub social. It was also my first contact with bad alcohol because it tasted bad. Beer tastes very bitter, especially the cheap ones, and the cider tastes sweeter but still not exactly my cup of tea. Hold up, not exactly my pint of booze. After that, I still met up with friends at the pub, still not very fond of alcohol, but I also bought a bit alcohol during Friday because there's a half price discount, and who's not into this amazing deal? So I ease into it slowly and the corruption starts. But before we drink more, we have to talk about the fatal hit of drinking, the hangover. Waking up after the arcade bar day, I felt alright. Amazing, right? In fact, the hangover didn't hit me that day. The next morning, I woke up super dizzy. I'm struggling to balance myself. I crash when I try to sit and everything is spinning when I lay down. And I have to crawl to the toilet just to puke out my non-existent meal. So for at least a month after that, I did not touch any alcohol. I still remember how I feel like I'm dying that day. And this delayed effect also occurred a few times after that. Have you experienced hangover before? Does this delay effect actually happens to you? Tell me in the comments. After establishing my contact with alcohol, the next thing is to build up tolerance. I admit I'm still not that good at it even now, but I've met some friends who drinks quite often, so we met weekly to chat and have a drink. Partially because we exchange information of where to get the best discount deals. This builds up a bit more tolerance, so I'm ordering like 8% pints now, not the usual 4%. But you know what's also a really good deal? The subscribe button down below. If you watch up till now and you like my content, click the like button below and subscribe for more videos like this. But let's not forget the other side of the coin, when you take on more than your tolerance. For the longest time, I stuck to ordering only 1 pint every time I go drinking, and that lasts me for half an hour or more, while my friend just downed his tea in a few minutes. Then there's one time I decided to challenge myself. I stepped off my comfort zone. I ordered 2 pints during my first year, then I puked. And I got banned from Wetherspoons for a month. It's the largest pub chain in the UK. There's one more time I decided to challenge myself after that. Then I puked into a McDonald's takeaway bag walking back home. Thankfully, I'm not banned from the streets just yet. One thing I figured out that helps with your tolerance is the setting you're in. I once went to a formal event where they supplied wine, and because it's free, of course I drank a ton. But that doesn't affect me to network among all the participants, who are also professionals. But when I got home and saw my housemates, the alcohol just hits me instantly. I'm full on drunk and talking a lot more freely than I usually do. That's where the saying comes from, I think. Reviewing my experience through these 3 years, it definitely have its pros and cons, but I suggest you to at least try it out because I met a lot of friends, even some of my closest friends, from drinking events. It's also a staple British culture, so if you are here, definitely give it a try. After all,
you're an English guy. You guys drink beer for a living over there because you got some of the worst food in the world over there.
Now I feel drinking as a social occasion and don't drink unless I'm with friends or it's a great deal. But to be honest, drinking can get quite costly and you are paying to introduce toxin into your body. Even it's a great stress relief method. And now back to a rough estimate of drinking once a month, but if you don't drink, you are missing out a lot. Feel free to check out this video about me missing out on my trip to Paris. If you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment for what you want to see next. Links to our Discord and other social medias are also in the description, so don't hesitate to check them out, and we'll see you next time. Bye!